Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to Mystic Records Radio. We have a very special show today, and I'm going to start off the show with Infirmities.
He's my God, he's my God, he's from my infirmity. Jesus is my remedy, he's from my infirmity. He's my God, he's my God, he's from my infirmity. Jesus is my remedy, he's from my infirmity. He's my God, look good and bad and ugly, redeemed and forgiven, fierce and of fury, for the faith, for the truth, scum of the earth now, training for battle, recruiting our soldiers, exodus of the youth. He's from my infirmity, Jesus is my remedy, he's from my infirmity. He's my God, he's my God, he's from my infirmity. Jesus is my remedy, he's from my infirmity. He's my God, what scum of the earth now, training for battle, recruiting our soldiers, exodus of the youth, good, bad and ugly, redeemed and forgiven, fierce and of fury, for the faith, for the truth. He's from my infirmity, Jesus is my remedy, he's from my infirmity. He's my God, he's my God, he's from my infirmity. Jesus is my remedy, he's from my infirmity. He's my God, he's my God. He's my God, he's my God.
Well, you know, the Infirmities came to Mystic about a year ago, and they have come such a long way. And they just came back from a tour with Million Dead Cups, MDC, and I've got Jayhawk in the studio here.
Yeah, we hit all different cities and had a great time.
Wow, that is so good. Sacramento, that's up near me. It's only about a 2-hour drive.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know you were up here.
Yeah, well, it happened pretty quick. Next time I have to give you a ring when we're there. We played at a place called the Blue Lamp. Yeah, Blue Lamp.
And how did you like it?
Oh, it was great. We played at the Blue Lamp before with Channel 3, so this was our return to the Blue Lamp there. So it was fun.
Nice. And I hear that you're headed to the UK this year to perform at the Rebellion Festival. I mean, only the best bands get called to play the Rebellion. This is so cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal for us. It's our first time going to the UK. We're going to be doing a 2-week tour out there, so we'll also be hitting Manchester, Liverpool, and then we'll be closing it out with 2 shows in London. So we have one show in London as well at the Underworld, and we'll also be performing at Knox's music store, which is called Rock and Roll Rescue. So we'll be playing at his music shop in London too. So.
Wow, that is so nice. And with TSOL, I mean, what a great way to kick off your first UK tour. I mean, that is really nice. Okay, today is Doug Moody's birthday, and he will be joining us shortly, but he's not here yet. Well, why don't we play a song from Matt Nestor? He's been with Mystic 30 years. This is called United World. You have that drive in you, Jason, that has Jayhawk, that has really, really set your band out there, and you know, you've worked so hard to achieve your goals, and it shows. I mean, in the last year, you have really, really outdone yourself. You've played with so many headliner bands, and now going to the UK and everything. It's just a dream come true for, what most bands would want to be, and it takes work and perseverance,
Just have a passion and a drive to want to do it. I think it is a lot of hard work, but that's what it takes to get out there.
Yes. So we have Doug Moody joining us in the studio. Hello, Doug
Good morning.
Moody.
Good morning.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. It's my American birthday. I came here in 1953. What does that make me? 65 when actually I'm 90. I'm 90.
63.
Actually, I'm in my 90th year. But I'm still going. Welcome aboard, everybody, and welcome to our family. Stay as long as you want. Be a part of it as long as you want. Punk lives at Mystic.
Hey, Jason. Jayhawk.
Yes.
Let's sing happy birthday to Doug. 1, 2,
okay.
3.
I love it. Thank you.
Happy birthday
you start.
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Doug. Happy birthday to you.
Bless you all and thank you. And lovely to be a part of your world and share mine with you.
Well, thank you for having us, Doug. We're really honored to be a part of the Mystic family legacy.
Well, we do
Jason,
the best we can. The things are not the same as when I started putting out records in England. We had disc jockeys, and when I came here, 1,500 disc jockeys were able to tell people, enjoy the music you choose. And the people ran the music stations, not the radio stations. Now television has conquered it all, and we don't even have disc jockeys. We don't have radio, but we do have Candace. She's resurrecting our kind of world. Bless you, Candy.
Oh, well, thank you, Doug, and I can't do it without you. And, Jayhawk is in the Infirmities, and they came on Mystic a year ago. And in the last year, there's a list of bands they've played with. You would not believe DRI, Agent Orange, the Dickies, Dead Kennedys, Guttermouth, Angry Samoans, U.S. Bombs, Aggression, Reagan Youth, Decry, Cheetah Chrome. They just finished a tour with Million Dead Cops. They've played with Fang, DOA, Channel 3. They're kicking off their UK tour with TSOL this year. They've been invited to...
My goodness, that's bringing back some old times. Yes.
And, they've come such a long way, and Jason has worked so hard, and, it was really a shame that when he was in San Diego, you were sick with pneumonia and couldn't meet up with him. But
I didn't think I was going to get through this Christmas, but we did, and we're going to see more Christmases. And I apologize for not being able to fight off this terrible germ. But Candace will tell you in one of these days that at the end of the war, I got buried in Royal Air Force in Germany and was forgotten for 10 days under 20 foot of snow, and 2 guys died next to me. And I've had lung problems ever since. But I fight off pneumonia and, whatever it is that comes my way. But this time, it just got me. And so... she saw me through it. This girl is amazing. The amount of energy she has, the amount of love she gives us, and Mystic would not be alive and well today if it weren't for this girl and you guys. I appreciate you so very, very, very much.
Oh, thank you, Doug. And on that note, let's play I Want a Beer, huh? Let's have a beer.
I'm gonna get drunk, I'm gonna get so fucked up, I'm gonna lose it, I'm gonna go out of control.
We have a whole list of things that we want to do with Mystic, and we're working hard daily to get music out, and I've been blasted with paperwork this whole week, and I haven't been able to get the physical manufacturing going, but we're working on it, Doug. I'll get to it. I just haven't had a chance to get those CDs
Honey,
ordered.
The world should know that basically there's only left you and I. We have volunteers that come in, but there's two of us holding Mystic together, and a lot of people out there that love us are helping, and we're so welcome. Jason, you're so welcome. And a lot of people are trying to tear Mystic apart to make it their own, and they're trying to make Mystic Land their own. And we fought this in the past 3 years. We have fought robberies, pirating, all kinds of funny goings on from people that we launched even. So
well, I recently...
The bulk of the work, I want to finish, Candy. This is a tribute to you and to the groups. Those of you that have stuck with us, those of you that trust us, will eventually be the voice of Mystic and the voice of the future of music, because you're where your heart is, you're where your future is, and no matter what the music is, whether it comes in electronic form or any kind of other motivated electronic device, we will be there to serve you, and we are a platform that launches unknowns. Those that have gone before you, and some have turned into rats, sneaking up on their own fellow groups and trying to take over a little part of the world instead of giving themselves like you are and we are. There's only two of us out there, Candace and I bless her for the hours she spends. Out of 12 hours a day, I think she spends 15 with you guys. Bless you all, and I'm with you too. Bye.
Well, thank you. Bless you, Doug. Thank you, Candace, for everything. Thank you, Doug. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Well, we can't do it without you.
Give me go power. Hey, people like Jason got groups that tell me we're doing the right thing. Give me go power. I've had 53 gold and platinum records. Introduced the Beatles in here. I've seen the big side of the record business, and the side I love is the groups that drink beer with me and yell, "Fuck the rest of the world, we're going to sing our songs."
Okay. Well, on the patriotic side of You're Coming to America, here's Mother, God, and Country. You remember this one.
Get real! Nothing is so many people! We've never known so many people! Let's just go to where there's so many bubbles! After the door, the time we notice, the stars to ignore! What goes to right wrong? What goes to weak from? What goes to up to what goes to hell with you? There's so many jump box. There's just so many jump box. There's just there's so much corruption in your government. So long as they think so much stuff spread. What country right or wrong? What country weak strong? What country about to do? What country to hell with you? run wrong, I just been weak strong, I took your time to do, I come to hell with you. There's so little time, people think that there's so little time. The hesitation don't stop set, cause we're falling down the time we fell. It's time to kick out, but something's right wrong, but something's weak strong, I took your time to do, I come to hell with you.
Studio with Doug Moody and Jayhawk from Infirmities, and I can't believe that. Well, I do believe that Infirmities. Tell me what it was like when you played with the Subhumans. I just love Dick Lucas from the UK. He's such a great guy, and the Subhumans is such a wonderful band. Tell me about your show.
Very, very nice people. The whole group. My guitarist actually seen Subhumans play at Fender's Ballroom back in the 80s, and so he got to tell him he was at that show and that he was able to share the stage with Subhumans now. So that was for Harvey Rebellion, who it meant a lot to him to share the stage with Dick and the boys. And so they were reminiscing of the Circle Pit back in the 80s at Fender's, and it was pretty cool. That was over at the Catalyst Santa Cruz where we had that show.
Nice. Yeah, I got to meet Dick Lucas when he came here from the UK in the early, I don't know, I think it was 2009 or 10. He came to Chico up here and did a show, and he had his other band too, Citizen Fish, and it was real fun. And gosh, you've been with so many UK, Sham 69, UK Subs, The Addicts, English Dogs, The Vibrators, gosh, so many, The Swingers, Voids. I can't believe all the people you've played with. It's just so amazing. I really appreciate and congratulate you for all of your hard work, because it is hard work, you know, and you have that certain drive that has paid off for you, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, we've been honored and blessed to share the stages with all these bands that, you know, we grew up listening to, some of our greatest influences, and not just play on the same stage, but actually hang out with them, you know, after the show and get to know each other and laugh. And I think for me, we're always going to be forever grateful for that opportunity and those stories that we have from the road. And it does take a lot of hard work, but we're also very honored to be a part of punk rock history, you know, and to be a group that has a positive outlook on things, you know. Not too many groups in punk rock did that in the past. It was Bad Brains, Minor Threat. Certain groups had something different to say, a different message. We bring a positive punk rock message, which is sort of rare. You know, we didn't grow up with that ourselves, but being older and making different decisions in life, we felt it's our punk rock given right to express that out there. And the punk rock community has opened up and taken that great, you know, taken that well, and because we are a punk band, just like everybody else.
Right.
So, you know, that means a lot to me, is to be able to go out there and try to influence the next generation of punk rockers. You know, we have a little 8-year-old little boy who came to our last show and bought an Infirmity shirt, and he started his own band, and we put him on his first show opening for us in March, and he's super excited to have his band come rock out with us. And, you know, that's really what it's about, is getting that next generation of punk rock on fire.
So fun. That is really, really amazing. 8 years old, and you got him up on stage there. What do you think is the youngest person you've had on, Doug?
Hello? I just am
Hello?
amazed. First of all, I'm sitting quietly because I'm amazed at this group and Jason and his group and his friends. I'm just blown away, mate. It just is wonderful to hear the positive side of youth. And I've come a long way from being told, you'll grow up, Doug, and you'll serve in the empire. So we were going to have an empire to work in when I grew up. Well, when I grew up, all we ended up with was no toilets working, rationing, and the Americans were feeding the Germans. So I saw all the food. I did the Berlin airlift. I said, I'm going where the food is, mate. And so I came for food, but I learned to love America and its diverse people and its way of doing things. And I had to remind myself that we are taught in England that the English rebelled against the English. And I'm saying, no, they didn't. They rebelled like they always do. Americans rebel because they want to be heard and they want to change. They have brought more things. After all, didn't America really bring the telephone? And look at everybody today having a telephone. Thank God we've got you with the radio. And I attribute all this wonderful thing to Americans who want to be heard and want to be different and have changed the whole world. And that's what I intended when I started a record company, to hear alternative voices. I don't care as long as you're positive, as long as you're bettering other people's plights and helping. And bless you, Jason, and your group. And thank you for blessing us. And I just am blown away today. So I've been quiet, but I can rattle on and talk too much. Candy will tell you that. She has to tell me occasionally, shut up and listen.
No, I never tell you to shut up. I don't like to tell anybody to shut up. Well, I'm going to play one of Infirmities songs for you, Doug. Here you go.
Thank you.
Yes.
He's my God, he's from my infirmity. Jesus is my remedy. He's from my infirmity. He's my God, he's from my infirmity. Jesus is my remedy. He's from my infirmity. He's my God, the good and bad and ugly, redeemed and forgiven, fierce and of fury, for the faith, for the truth, scum of the earth now, great in the battle, recruiting our soldiers, exodus of the youth. He's from my infirmity. Jesus is my remedy. He's from my infirmity. He's my God, he's from my infirmity. Jesus is my remedy. He's from my infirmity. He's my God, the scum of the earth now, great in the battle, recruiting our soldiers, exodus of the youth, good, bad and ugly, redeemed and forgiven, fierce and of fury, for the faith, for the truth. He's from my infirmity. Jesus is my remedy. He's from my infirmity. He's my God, he's from my infirmity. Jesus is my remedy. He's from my infirmity. He's my God, he's my God. He's my God, he's my God.
So tell me, Jason, I know you're the songwriter for these songs, and what was on your mind when you wrote this song?
That was one of the first songs we ever wrote. It's called Infirmities Anthem, and basically needed to have an anthem song talking about pretty much what we were standing for, what we believed in, and pretty much we've been through some rough times growing up, rough walks in our life, growing up in the punk rock scene, coming from the streets of Salinas, California, some of the members from Los Angeles. And basically it was a song to basically talk about some of the lyrics are the good, the bad, and ugly, redeemed and forgiven. Basically how we've come up from things in our past and how we've been forgiven for our past and how we're walking forward as a punk rock band. And basically how, just what we're about. And so that's been the whole thing is Infirmities is all about that. You know, we go out there, we help other bands in
do.
different cities. We help them get shows. You know, we connect them with us, and we form a family. And we've kind of had that outlook from the beginning, and so it's really helped us to make lots of friends everywhere and to really grow the punk rock scene that we're in, is to work together with others. And whether that means letting them use our equipment or whatever we got to do, just as long as we can give other bands an opportunity. You know, we've taken some bands out of backyards in the middle of South Central and East LA and Compton and put them in clubs like the Doll Hut, where they get to leave the backyard and play a big stage, and they bring their mom and dad to take pictures, and you know, they have this experience where we took them out of the backyard and took them into a show environment. And we feel good about doing that, you know, being able to give back to the punk scene that we came from as kids, you know.
Sure. Yeah. Well, you know, that's the type of attitude that Mystic likes, you know. We encourage the bands to help one another and, you know, to be a part of our family. We consider, you know, ourselves a family because, you know, like you, we want to help everyone, and we don't value our company on how many records we sell. We value our company on how many people we're able to help and launch their careers. Right, Doug?
Yep, absolutely. The whole crux, the whole thing about Mystic is being a stage for other people to voice their opinion. Once I got to the point the voices on stage were stunted and fell mostly into the hands of drug pushers. All the million-selling record artists that I had, we had so many problems, and people pointing guns at me in discreet places and saying, you don't do as we tell you. So the industry changed from me being in love with music and musicians and helping, as my father had taught me. My dad, Walter, invented the volume control when he was a young man, because every record sounded louder or softer, and so he invented the volume control, and he worked for EMI, which was the largest record company in the world, and he used to take me in from the age of 5 into the recording studio, Abbey Road, every Saturday, and I learned my trade. My first job was to collect the shoes of the musicians. And forgive me telling you this, but you'll realize how old I am and how far we've come in recording. My dad said, we are here to record dance bands. These musicians tap their feet when they're recording, and it sounds more like marching bands. So my first job was collecting shoes, and then I had to count the weight. The weight was 70 pounds, and it came from a hole in the ceiling, and it traveled 30 feet, and there was I, 29, 28, 27, and getting very excited when I was coming down to 7, 6, 5, because the ball must not touch the floor. The ball was driving the machine, the weight. We recorded with clockwork. We had clockwork record machine recording a band. That's how I started off in 1935, and now we've progressed to an incredible wave formation over a telephone. We've come a long way, and in that travel, I have learned that there's a lot of people that need to be listened to, and a million-selling record is not the answer. So after 53 of them, I learned a big lesson. There's more truth, honesty, and love coming out of Jason and his group than any of the million-selling bands. So I threw my luck in with you guys. Okay?
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. We really do. We really do appreciate you, Doug, and everything that you've done. And, just a long legacy of bands and for believing in us and to have a voice in the punk rock world. So thank you.
Well, I don't know how long I can continue, but I'm 90 now, although Candace won't have that. She'll celebrate me. What am I, 85 today? 65? I'm 65. Okay. I've got another 20 years to go with you guys, so put up with me.
Well, we love you, Doug, and we have somebody here who's going to... hi, Kathy.
Hi.
Kathy wanted
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Doggy. Happy birthday to you.
All right now. Thank you. Enough birthday. I love you all. Back to promoting the groups now. Come on. That's what we're here for. Clear the stage and let the guys go and sing. Come on. That's what we're here for. We're promoting the voice
he don't
of
like
American
my singing.
youth. What?
It's punk rock.
Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday today! Happy birthday to you!